case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In a high-stakes court appeal, Wilson Ryals found himself fighting the powerhouse United States Steel Corporation, U.S. Steel, over his brother's death. David Ryals, a trespasser on U.S. Steel's property, had come into fatal contact with a 44,000-volt copper line while illicitly salvaging copper, brass, and other metals. With third-degree burns over 95% of his body, David died soon after the tragic event. Wilson took on the mammoth task of arguing against U.S. Steel, accusing them of causing his brother's death through negligence and wanton conduct. The conditions of the site were of particular highlight, and there was an emphasis on the company's knowledge of previous mortal incidents. Wilson's core tussle with U.S. Steel hinged on the legal term wantonness, defined as a conscious and intentional disregard of the rights or safety of others. The lower court dismissed the negligence claim, ruling that the duty placed upon U.S. Steel in relation to David Ryals was to refrain from reckless, willful, or wanton conduct toward the trespasser. As the court found that David Ryals was involved in criminal activity at the time of his death, the standard of care that U.S. Steel legally owed him was at its lowest. Consequently, Wilson, dissatisfied with the ruling, appealed the case, putting forward compelling arguments to support a finding of wantonness on the part of U.S. Steel. His central assertion was that summary judgment was unfounded, given what he alleged to be U.S. Steel's willful disregard for safety. Nevertheless, the court stood firm on their original decision, affirming that U.S. Steel did not intentionally cause David's death. The court maintained that there was no evidence to suggest that U.S. Steel violated its duty against intentionally injuring the trespasser. Additionally, the court pointed out the important public policy justification for minimizing the standard of care owed to adult trespassers committing crimes. In the final verdict, the appeal was dismissed. The court affirmed the trial court's judgment, upholding U.S. Steel's right to summary judgment. Thus, despite a gallant fight, Wilson's bid to challenge the U.S. Steel ended in vain.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit LSD.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.